What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild today here on the channel. And before we get into this one, I want to talk to you guys for just a second. Now, I know it has been over a week now without a video, and I do want to apologize about that. I went home for Christmas, and so I didn't really have any videos planned. I was at the end of finals week, man. I was burnt out, and I do apologize about that. So now, for the next 3-4 weeks, I'm back at school, and we're doing nothing but YouTube. I'm actually taking a class, but we're still going to have a video, hopefully, Monday through Friday, every single day. Might even mix in a few weekends on now and then if we are able to find the time for that. But I want to apologize to you guys. There's been a lack of videos basically the past couple months just because I've been so busy with school. I'm in my senior year, if you guys didn't know that. I do want to apologize about that, but we do have to get to today's rebuild. The Utah Jazz, who I feel like go under the radar pretty much every year. They're always a really, really solid team. I still think this team as a whole is just underrated. They really don't get talked about enough. Like, they should get talked about more than, like, some of the teams that are struggling in the Western Conference. The LA Lakers. Just wanted to put that out there. So this team's obviously led by young star Donovan Mitchell. I'm really looking forward to using him today. I don't obviously get him in a ton of videos. He's pretty hard to trade for. Never a free agent. We also have Rudy Gobert, who's, I know a lot of people are very iffy on him about their opinions on him and stuff like that. To me, in this game, he's very, very good. I'm probably not trading him. Pretty much everybody else is free to go. And I'm going to get into that more in just a second. But before we do, as always, you guys new around here, man, want to join this community, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. If you guys got any other video ideas you want to see, we're going to finally, kind of sprinkle away from just the normal rebuilds. We're going to get into some challenges, some fun stuff like that. So let me know what you guys want to see down below in the comment section. Let's get into this one. Alrighty, so we will start off this Jazz rebuild basically the same way we start off every rebuild. We'll quickly kind of go over this team right now, see how it's kind of looking. Of course, we don't have to start today here on Next Gen. It's an unfortunate reality of how dog shit 2K is as a company. Mike Conley. Very, very good player still. He's definitely in probably the top tier, not top tier, the top half of the NBA in terms of talent in this league, 100%. There's really no arguing that one. Is he going to be my point guard the entire time? No, that's 100%. The man's 34 years old. He's going to start regressing. I'm definitely going to give him a year, but we're going to kind of work through eventually of moving on to a new point guard. Jared Butler, Trent Forrest, probably not going to happen in any way, shape, or form. Donovan Mitchell, obviously the man that we're building around today. He's not going anywhere, and we don't have to worry about that. Jordan Clarkson, sixth man of the year. I'd like to keep him for as long as possible, but of course, if he does have to, be included in some sort of trade for a starter, that might have to happen to Mione, probably not. Bojan Bogdanovic, absolute sniper. Him and Joe Ingles, both. But, yeah, these two are just, again, on the older side, and I don't really see it working out in the long term. If I'm being honest with you, Joe Ingles might actually get traded before the season starts just because he's only on a one-year deal. He's also 34. I don't see that trade value really going up too much. Elijah Hughes here as well. The power forward spot, probably one of our weaker positions. Rudy Gay came over in the offseason, I believe, signed a 2-year deal with this team. We're probably not going to be keeping him as a long-term answer. They also signed Eric Pascal, who I was a little confused why they traded him away from Golden State, but I believe Eric Pascal and Donovan Mitchell played basketball together when they were younger. And then Rudy Gobert, who there are a lot of mixed opinions on. He's a, what is he, 2-time, 3-time defensive player of the year? 2-time? Definitely at least 2. I forget the exact number. Defensive player. He's a 3-time defensive player of the year. So, I mean, he's very, very good no matter which way you look at it. For me in this game, you don't really just, wake up and have a 90 overall center every single day. So, I'm going to take it, with a grain of salt, especially with that contract. But we're going to work with him for now. If it ever gets to the point where we find a really good trade, perhaps, could be interested then. Then we also have Hassan Whiteside, who as a bouquet. But, yeah. We have a move or two to make with this team before we do start year number 1. So I'll see you guys in that trade. Our first trade of today's video is going to be coming with the Sacramento Kings, Joe Ingles, Rudy Gay, and a 2026 first-round pick. Heading over to Sacramento, we get Harrison Barnes and Chimsy Metu back. Barnes is definitely an upgrade at that power forward spot right now. I think he's a lot better of an option there than Rudy Gay is. With these Jazz, I feel like just like kind of stretch forward just kind of screams what this team does. But in general, we're going to go ahead and plug in Barnes at that 4 spot there. I definitely don't mind that. I think it's a pretty significant upgrade, if you will. So our starting 5 is figured out. I would like a better backup point guard than Jared Butler, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know how well he's doing this year in real life or if he's even playing. I actually don't know. But for now, I would like to maybe get an upgrade there, maybe an upgrade at that backup small forward spot as well. So it means it could be a guy like Eric Pascal, maybe Chimsy Metu, who we just picked up. Definitely could be expendable here for at least that first season. So see you guys with our next trade. Next deal coming here with the Houston Rockets. Straight up, it's going to be Eric Pascal here for Garrison Matthews. He's going to slide in with my new backup small forward. Just an upgrade overall. And then, the backup department is 77 overall. I think who was our backup before that? It was, Elijah Hughes, who's a 69 overall. Probably not going to cut it. And then Mione's never going to play. And then we can throw in Chimsy Metu. See if we can just get a little bit better at that backup point guard spot. Really doesn't have to be anybody. Ooh. I kind of want Joe Johnson. Really doesn't have to be anybody that's that good. Gabe Vincent honestly might cut. He's actually been pretty decent for that team in real life. I believe them in Miami. Honestly, probably our best option, 75 overall. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Welcome to the team, Gabe. Going to be my new backup point guard. I'm now going to set the rotation. I think this team's definitely got some upgrades. Jazz fans, if you're watching, I do apologize. I know trading Joe Ingles probably pissed a lot of you off, but hopefully in the long run, this is the best decision. See you guys at the rotation. And we have now arrived at the start of season number 1 for us here in Utah. And I think this team definitely got a little bit better. Again, I might have made some Jazz fans mad with some of the trades, and I do apologize. I really, really do. But end of the day, I'm thinking long-term here. Multi-year contracts definitely helps out the trades into the offseason. It's going to be Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Bojan Bogdanovic. We have Harrison Barnes, our new addition there at that power forward spot. And then Rudy Gobert, who's probably the best defensive center in the league. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of you guys would maybe argue Joel Embiid when fully healthy, but you can go back and forth. Rudy's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. Jordan Clarkson, former 6th Man of the Year last year, and he is going to be our 6th man once again. Really good option there. Hassan Whiteside, that's a very creepy photo. Royce O'Neal, Garrison Matthews, and then Gabe Vincent going to round it out. So it's actually a pretty decent bench. That's something I definitely wanted to put a lot of emphasis on moving forward in some of these videos, is definitely building the bench a little bit better. I think it definitely contributes to some championships. This team right now is hopefully going to be a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. Maybe even sneak into the West Finals or a championship. See you guys at the end of year number 1 here in Utah. And we do wrap up this first regular season here in Utah for us as a 2 seed in the Western Conference. Something you love seeing to wrap up first years. We're 3 seed overall in the power rankings. Giannis wins yet another MVP. Cade Cunningham, your rookie of the year, is in Detroit. Andre Drummond, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Drew Eubanks, and Willie Green, your coach of the year. Yeah, if you don't know, the Pelicans tend to be pretty good in this game, so we're behind them in the standings department. We'll take a full look at those right now. 9 games back, specifically as we finish the record of 57 and 25. We can take a look at the rest of the standings right there. It's just funny that like the Warriors and the Suns are both in the playoffs, or excuse me, the play-in at 43 wins and 42 wins respectively, as they are by far the best 2 teams in the Western Conference right now, and it's really not close at all. I mean, the Jazz are obviously a 3 seed right now in real life, but genuinely speaking, I would be surprised if the Western Conference Finals turns out not to be a Warriors versus Suns. I think a lot of people probably agree with me there. But back to the regularly scheduled program. Donovan Mitchell did his thing. 29 points a game, almost 4 boards, almost 6 assists, 1.5 steals. Love seeing it out of the young star. Mike Conley, Bojan Bogdanovic, Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gobert, Harrison Barnes, Whiteside, Matthews, Vincent, Royce O'Neal, Azubuike. So I think we made upgrades in places that we need to make upgrades. And I'm very, very happy about the upgrades that we did make. So we'll sim the plan, see who we got here in the first round. Of course, it's got to be the Golden State Warriors. Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Gay, Nemanja Bjelica. They picked up Buddy Hield. I don't know why you do that with Jordan Poole on your team. I guess you can technically call Buddy a small forward, whatever you want to do. They're a very good squad. I don't know how they're in the play-in. We're up 2-1 against them right now. We go up 3-1 pretty quickly, and I would like to get that done, and that done we do. Moving on to Portland here, who I believe is technically not even in the playoffs right now in real life. Dame, McCollum, Powell, Larry Nance Jr., Nurkic, Anthony Simons, Cody Zeller. This year, a little good team right here. I just think we're a little bit better, hopefully. We're 1-1 with the Portland Trail Blazers right now here in the Western Conference semis. We've won 3 straight games. And move me on to the West Finals, baby. There we go. We are facing the LA Clippers. We got home court advantage here in the West Finals. Eric Bledsoe, Josh Richardson, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. This is interesting, playing PG at this power forward spot. Isaiah Hartenstein, Zubats, Terrence Mann. Interesting lineups they're running there in LA, to say the least. We're 1-1 with them right now. We go up 2-1, up 3-1. And are we going to blow this? No, we're not. We're in the NBA Finals. We're taking on the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're probably going to get smoked. I think, Giannis in this game is basically a cheat code alone. When I do a Western Conference rebuild, I pray for 2 things. 1, that I do not face the Pelicans at any point in time because they are an absolute cheat code in this game. And 2, that I don't face the Bucks in the NBA Finals. We went 1 for 2, but let's see if we can somehow sneak out a quick championship here in year number 1. Down 2-1 to the Bucks, 3-1 to the Bucks. Is that going to be all she wrote? 3-2. All right, now we'll simulate with Simcast a little bit. I'm not going to hop in if we're getting blown out or blowing them out, but if it's close, it's potential to maybe steal the game. I could do it. All right, we're going back and forth with them right now. All right, this is not going to be one we hop into. I'm going to hop into Game 7 if needed. If we're getting blown out of the water, I'm not going to hop into this game. Or if we're blowing them out of the water, I still will, because I know you guys do enjoy some gameplay, especially when there's not a possibility of me blowing it. And it doesn't look like that is going to be a possibility today. It looks like we're going to be getting a championship here in year number 1. Obviously, we're going to go for a repeat and then hopefully a 3-peat, but I'll see you guys in the game. We are here in Milwaukee right now. We are hopefully getting this thing done. Oh, my buttons are a little tight right now. Oh, shit. Whoops, my bad. My buttons are tight and I'm all over the place. I have actually not played this game. Why is Donovan Mitchell on? Oh, shit. Okay, I'm getting cooked. That's a bad start right there. I'm absolute dog shit at this game if you guys didn't know that anyways. But, We're up by so many points where I really don't think it's going to end up affecting us. We're going to throw one up to Rudy Gobert, and he's going to slam it home, baby. You love to see it. Rudy's got 10 points in the night now. Awesome stuff coming from us here in Utah in Game 7. Dude, I would actually like to see, like, somehow, like, hypothetically speaking, if the 2 seed and the 3 seed both win their first round matchup, which I know a lot of, not crazy things, but like, recently a lot more teams have kind of like snuck in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a 1 versus 2 seed every year, but hypothetically speaking, if the, where am I going? If the 2 and the 3 seed both end up winning their first round matchups, like, I think a matchup, ooh, this is gonna move, foul. Okay, cool. I think a matchup of whoever it ends up being, I mean, it could be the Warriors or, you know, the Suns, but like Suns or Warriors versus Jazz, I think would be probably one of the better Western Conference semifinals we've honestly seen in a long, long time. I would be really, really excited for that. I don't know, man. Something about the Utah Jazz, though, I just don't think they can win a championship, like, not with this current core, but like, I don't know, something about the way they're built, man. I don't know. I just don't feel like they really have it. Looks like we put our reserves in as we're kind of, you know, walking home with this one. I think they took Giannis out of the game as well. They did. They put his brother in, though, so still got an Antetokounmpo in there. We're pretty much going to call it a day. We'll probably do this one final possession. Oh, we got Hassan Whiteside at championship. I just realized that. Whiteside slams it home, baby. Let's go. I'm kind of getting used to how to do that. I will see you guys with the finals MVP. We do win a championship in year number 1 in 7 games. I'm going to assume, yes, Donovan Mitchell, finals MVP, averaged 23 points, 2.5 boards, 7 assists, 1 steal. 54% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc. We take the pressure off of ourselves. We can make some more fun moves as we got a championship here in the first season. Pretty decent roster. We did make some moves. We didn't really just simulate. We made a couple decent, you know, decently sized moves. So I'm not going to count it technically because we didn't do a ton, but, you know, we did some things. We did some things well. We'll hit the draft lottery now. There's no way we have any picks in this. I definitely didn't trade for anything. The top 3 is going to be the Pistons, the Rockets, and the Timberwolves, Timberwolves are actually looking pretty decent right now. Staff signing time. Quinn Snyder not going anywhere. I don't care about coaching in this game. I've mentioned this multiple times. I think they really overdid, you know, how much stuff in the coaching department you have to do. I don't mind them trying to change things, man, but there just comes a point in time where it's almost too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? There's too much to do in coaching these days. Gabe Vincent can come back 100%. Good backup point guard. Elijah Hughes, I'm not going to give the qualifying offer to. I don't need them. I don't need any of those guys, if I'm being honest there. So we enter a free agency where we really don't have any money. We really don't have anybody in free agency anyways. We have a $5.5 million mid-level exception. Unfortunately, the time has probably come where Bojan Bogdanovic is going to get traded. We got him a championship here. He did his job for us, but he is entering the final year of his deal at age 33. I'd like to get younger there, and I'd like to make some upgrades. So I'm also a little iffy on Harrison Barnes, but, you know, I can live with him. He's, you know, 3 years younger, and I wouldn't mind re-signing him a little more than I would Bojan Bogdanovic. So let's get into some trades right now, see what we can come up with. So we're pulling the trigger on a pretty big deal here. Our first trade of the offseason is going to be Bojan Bogdanovic, Jared Butler, Udoka Azubuike, and our first round pick in next year's draft. Heading over to Denver, we're picking up Aaron Gordon and Monte Morris. So I know I just said we were fine at the backup point guard spot with Gabe Vincent, but when Monte Morris kind of lands in my lap, that's a pretty big upgrade there. I mentioned this to open the video, kind of making upgrades on the bench is something I really do want to focus on in a lot of these videos, and Monte Morris is a huge upgrade. Him and Jordan Clarkson are a tremendous backcourt off the bench. I also have to consider if I want to trade Mike Conley, who's entering the final year of his deal at 34. I think he's definitely an option. We got him a championship. I'm not too upset about it if we do have to move on from him. I think I'd probably rather, you know, keep Harrison Barnes for an extra year than probably, you know, keep maybe Mike Conley. I don't know. We're going to figure out a trade for Mike Conley right now, though. I have no idea why this is a trade offer here from the Sacramento Kings. Maybe De'Aaron Fox is fed up requesting out. Whatever the situation may be, coming off a year of 25.5 points, 2.5 boards, 6 assists. He shot 48% from the field. 27% from 3 is not great. But it's something we can work on. But, I mean, I'm just looking at the rest of these offers here. DeJounte Murray could be fun, but, you know, man, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on the deal here, and we're going to go ahead and pick up De'Aaron Fox. Welcome to him. We also get a first-round pick, which we don't really have any of right now. So we get a whole lot younger at that point guard spot. I have no idea why they want Mike Conley over there in Sacramento, but when good things happen in this game, I tend to not question it too often. So we kind of have our squad going forward. I think Hassan Whiteside is a free agent. If we really wanted to bring him back, actually, I don't think we can even afford him. Is he actually asking for more money than we can afford? That would be actually really funny. That's funny. Wow. He actually wants more money now that he won a championship. It's fine. We can replace him. Oh, wow. Wait, Kevin Porter. What? Did they release KPJ? Is that why he's here? Okay. Well, I'm not going to be dumb and pass that up. I forget what the exact thing with this contract is. I think it might be because they released them. I'm not going to pretend I know, but I can't change the price. I can't change the years. I can't change anything on here, but I'm going to sign him. I think that's a huge signing for us right there. And he didn't even sign with us. So cool. It would have been fun. I have no idea why the hell he was in free agency. He goes to the San Antonio Spurs, but he was just chilling right there, bro. Like, that was wild. I'll pick up Dwayne Dedmon for a 2-year deal, but I would have loved to get Kevin Porter Jr., but damn, bro. Why? What? That doesn't really make any sense. He's like one of the future building blocks of that Houston Rockets team. This team's all set going in year number 2. I will see you guys the rotation. Start of year number 2 here for us in Utah. I'm loving the way this team is looking. De'Aaron Fox up to an 87 overall. I, again, don't know what the trade value is there. I was able to trade Mike Conley for De'Aaron Fox, but nonetheless, we got it done. He's our new point guard here, with Donovan Mitchell as his co-partner in the backcourt. We also have Aaron Gordon was an addition in the offseason. We're keeping Harrison Barnes for another year. I'm probably going to look to re-sign him after this year. I don't know if I'm going to keep him. He could be a good sign and trade piece for me, but if the game lets me bring him back, we're going to bring him back. We also have Rudy Gobert. Monte Morris slides into that 6-man role nicely. Him and Jordan Clarkson both playing, similar minutes off the bench. Royce O'Neal, Dwayne Dedmon, and Garrison Matthews. This team won a championship last year. I think we only got better. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. Second season in Utah comes to an end. A little bit of a worse result here. We finished as a 6 seed, but we're number 7 overall in the power rankings, which doesn't exactly translate to 6 seed. I feel like, sometimes that stuff does kind of happen. I mean, power rankings, of course, are not strictly based off of standings. I mean, they do have something to do with it, but we'll see. Hopefully a deep playoff run can kind of happen for us, but not exactly where I want to be. Trae Young, your MVP. Paolo Banchero, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jonathan Isaac, almost traded for him. Tyler Hero, Nate McMillan, your coach of the year. We're not in the play-in technically. We do have a first-round matchup here with the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll send that, but I also do want to take a look at the standings right now. We finished with a record of 43-39. I think this team's better than that. I don't know what happened, but I thought we were a lot better. Oh, that's playoff stats, excuse me. I don't know why, man. I just feel like we were a lot better than that. We'll take a look at some stats on the regular season. Mitchell and Fox were a tremendous backcourt. Clarkson, Gordon, Rudy Gobert, Barnes. I'm honestly a little unsure of what the problem was with this team. I really don't know. But we will see. John Morant, Desmond Bane, who, oh my God, is definitely a strong candidate for most improved right now. Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., Tillman, DeAnthony Melton, Steven Adams, Kendrick Nunn. That's a really good team right there. We do pick up game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We go 2-2 with them right now. We got a best-of-3 series right now. And we're moving on, man. We upset the 3-seeded Memphis Grizzlies, taking on the Pelicans, my favorite team to play because of this man. This man right here, Zion Williamson. Yeah, he's basically a cheat code in this game. We are 1-1 with them right now. We actually go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And just like that, a 6 seed is here, taking on an 8 seed. Wow, we actually have home court advantage here in the Western Conference Finals. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Jake Crowder, DeAndre Ayton. Oh, baby, this should be a really fun Western Conference semifinal in real life, as I mentioned earlier in this video. But let's hopefully get it done and go back to the NBA Finals. We're up 3-0 against the Suns right now, and we're back in the NBA Finals, man. We're taking on the Bucks. Once again, we got a rematch. They have replaced their starting point guard in Drew Holiday with Markelle Fultz, Donte DiVincenzo still here, Middleton, Giannis, Portis, Connaughton. I picked up Brandon Clark. Okay, I would like to go back-to-back. That would be cool. We're unfortunately down 2-1 to the Bucks right now, though. We're down 3-1. That's all she wrote. But we made it to the finals as a 6 seed in a year that a 6 seed really probably shouldn't make the finals. So I'll take it. I mean, win the championship the first year. We go back to the championship the second year, and we're hopefully going to win another one here in the third year. But we're good. We'll decline all league meetings, not changing the shot clock at 35 seconds. That's going to screw up all sorts of scoring. We will now head into the draft lottery. Unfortunately, this is probably not one of those videos we're really going to be drafting. It's Rockets, Thunder, Knicks as your top 3. I don't really see much to do with this team that has to really change. Who are these fucking idiots? I would like you fired. These guys really don't seem like they're that good at what they do. Are there any shot doctors here? Whoops. Is it filtered? Oh, son of a bitch. All right, let me see if I can find a shot doctor that's pretty good. Sure, Johnny Irving. You want to come in? Cool, that's fine. Just an upgrade in the coaching department. I hate the new coaching thing. All right, up to the draft. I think I traded my first-round pick for this year, so we don't have anything, unfortunately. We are definitely probably going to make a big trade or two. Jordan Clarkson accepts his offer. We're going to bring back Royce O'Neal and Garrison Matthews. Could move on from one or both of those guys. Not that they've been bad for us at all, but could make an upgrade. And now we head into a free agency class where we definitely do want to bring Harrison Barnes back. We have no other money. Unfortunately, it's funny. Look at the 18-year-olds. Nikola Jokic, I don't think I've ever seen him in free agency, but good for you. Looks like he's going to re-sign with the Denver Nuggets. LeBron looks like he's going to be heading back to the Lakers on a one-year deal. We are going to be re-signing Harrison Barnes and probably looking for a trade of sorts. So, Harrison Barnes, welcome back to the team. I'll see you guys with a trade. So I'm going to see if it's possible for us to get John Collins here from the Atlanta Hawks. I'd love to pick him up, man. He's a very, very good power forward. I still think he's an underrated player in this league as a whole. And he's obviously an upgrade at that power forward spot. So the risk I'm taking here is including Jordan Clarkson. If we end up trading him, we end up getting this trade to go through. I'm sure a lot of you can figure it out. We would dumb it down to a 9-man rotation with Brandon Ingram, with Donovan Mitchell not having a backup. So, of course, we would have to get this trade to go through first. And it looks like that's going to be tough to do. I don't know if they're going to take this. They're not. Do you have money if I include like a Dwayne Dedmon? How about if I include like Garrison Matthews? And they agreed to that. Wow. Okay. Welcome to the team, John Collins. You're going to be my new starting power forward. We now need to figure out a new backup small forward. And that is pretty much going to be it for us here in this offseason, this final offseason, I should say. We're actually going to sign Will Barton, and we're going to move him to the small forward spot. Welcome to the team, Will. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final season here in Utah. We're here, and this is it. Year 3 for us in Utah. The starting 5 goes like this. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Aaron Gordon, an upgrade at the power forward spot in John Collins and Rudy Gobert. Hopefully winning another Defensive Player of the Year. I'd like to get him a 4th career one in today's video. We have Monte Morris. He was a 6-man last year. Also going to be the 6th man this year. Unfortunately, we did lose Jordan Clarkson. He's going to get replaced by Royce O'Neal, just bumping up in the minutes department. Dwayne Dedmon, then we also picked up Will Barton, who's sliding to that small forward spot. The bench definitely took a little bit of a hit, but overall we made the starting 5 a little bit better. I think this team should be back to the NBA Finals and hopefully winning another championship. See you guys at the end of the third and final year. And our final regular season of today's video comes to a close, and we are back on top of the Western Conference here as a 1 seed. We are also number 1 in the power rankings. Nikola Jokic, 2nd career MVP. Emoni Bates, your Rookie of the Year. Cameron Thomas, 6th man of the year in Brooklyn, doing some good things. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Jaden Hardy, Most Improved. Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year, as we go 65-17. Our best record of today's video yet. That 6th seed last year felt weird to me. It feels more appropriate being at the top of actually technically all NBA standings right now. Player stats, Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox. I still don't know how I traded Mike Conley for De'Aaron Fox, but I'm happy about it. John Collins, Aaron Gordon, Rudy Gobert, Monte Morris, Dedmon, Barton, Royce O'Neal. Rebounds per game went to Rudy Gobert, and assists was De'Aaron Fox. Let's sim the play-in and see who we got in the first round. It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, Derek White, Gordon Hayward, Jordan Niang, Frank Kaminsky. Oh my God, do you need that many white dudes in the starting lineup? Good Lord. Let's go game by game right now here with Dallas. We're up 2-0 on them, 3-0. Looks like we're going to put them to bed rather easily. They can pick up a game, but we unfortunately closed them out in 5. Moving on to Sacramento, Dennis Schroeder. So they legitimately have already moved on from Mike Conley. I mean, already. He's probably, 36 at this point. But Schroeder, Halliburton, Baldwin Jr., Kuzma, Capella, Davion Mitchell, Yusuf Nurkic. Wow, this is a deep team. Really deep 5 seed right there. Over in Sacramento, they definitely have the better bench than us. But I think we definitely have the better starting lineup. We're up 3-1 right now. And we are moving on once again. Western Conference Final, baby. 3rd year in a row. Shea, Josh Giddey, Emoni Bates, Paolo Banchero. This is 2 tremendous young players right here. Christian Wood, Alexei Pashevsky. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, Trey. Man, Jeremiah Robinson, Earl. All right, we'll go game by game. We lose game 1. We lose game 2. Oh, my God. We're getting blown out of the water. We avoid the sweep. We're down 3-2 right now. And we officially get eliminated in 6 games. And that is all she wrote as the Oklahoma City Thunder, as a 3 seed, get a championship here in the 3rd and final season. Well, nonetheless, I still had fun with this one. I think we built a fun team overall. I maybe could have made an upgrade at that small forward spot, but overall, I thought Aaron Gordon was a good fit there. But again, can't look back and question some of your decisions. We got a championship, man. That's all I needed. As always, if you guys are new around here, man, want to join the community, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you. I do want to hear your guys' thoughts down below on what some other, challenges and stuff you guys want to see. What other non-basic rebuilds you want to see. I know I've done a lot in the past with like challenges and stuff like that, and I of course would do that again. But I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I do again apologize about the lack of uploads, especially over the past few months. I mean, it was a hard semester for me, if I'm being honest with you guys. But we got 1 semester to go, man, and then I will no longer be a college student. Hopefully, we're uploading every day after that, man. I'm really looking forward to that. But that pretty much wraps this one up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.